Welcome to the Friendly Commandos! I'm Nico the Iron Elf, a war elf forged in the fires of battle. Today we are going to be doing Armchair General, a series where we look at war tactics, military equipment, and modern combat developments. Today we are joined by Yog, who helps out a lot with Armchair General. Hi, Yog!
Hello, how are you doing?
And Maxie, Mackie, and Mexi! Everyone's here! Welcome! Face Nico and
Yay.
Yog. True. So we missed last week, so we're going to cover some of last week's stuff. And we didn't have time to put everything from this week in this slide, but we can still talk about it in the PowerPoint. So,
Yes.
starting with Sumi. So this slide's from last week, but they've started last week. Their main focus on Sumi was to get within conventional artillery range of Sumi, so they can begin shelling of the city. And there is some reports of shelling of the city, but they're still not within conventional range, so it's unconventional shelling.
Yoink.
No, my hat!
Ah, he took your hat. He
No.
took the hat. I did want to point out that I've heard rumors that Sumi's been being bombed, but it's just rumors.
Why? Mixie, why? Please! We're talking about
Keep getting
Ukraine!
hit.
Please, Mixie, why? No! It's just gonna trickle in. It's so over.
Oh, that's great.
No!
Keep whooping them.
Why are you encouraging them? You can't do
Because
this
I don't
to
get
me.
hit. I don't get hit on
Laura.
stream, buddy.
That's true. And then, Kharkov! So they've been Kharkiv, not Kharkov, but they are still shelling the city with drones. They are within conventional drone range. So that's not great. Not terrible. It is still out of conventional artillery range. Hi, Sanguine. Welcome to the stream. So,
Yeah.
I think that's later, but Russia is expanding. Well, yeah, that is later. So this is also from last week. Russia is continuing their main front here. This is their main focus. And their main battles are Pokrovsk, Toretsk, and this one up here that I forget the name of right now.
I put that in later. Don't worry.
Yeah,
we got this. Don't worry.
Yeah, and then this is today's stuff, May 23rd. So you can kind of see the front line shifted quite a bit, actually. But it's not like any area had a significant breakthrough. They're just grinding them down across the entire front. Gonna play some War Thunder in New Vegas after this? I'm not sure. I think Cappy wanted to do something, but we'll see. So, this is in the Nopopalivka area. There is a small battle right here, but they've captured all this territory. The 394th Russia's Motorized Rifle Regiment assaulted Batyr, which is a little town here. And I think it's successful now, but they attacked it with motorcycles, and it kind of worked. So it's hi Cannon, welcome. So they did lose the whole company though. So Russia counts that as a W. They took the the terrain.
At the end of the day, they took the terrain. It's like, there it is.
Russia just keeps throwing dudes at it. I mean, it keeps working. So, in Russia's opinion, it's fine.
Yeah, as long as you're able to get close and win, you know.
Pokrovsk. They are continuing to try and encircle the city. I think last time our 72nd was right here on the flank of the city. And they are fighting both the 90th Guards Division and then another one I don't remember the name of either. Which is a motorized. So there are two divisions here. So one's pushing north and the other's pushing on the flank towards guarding it. So not great. Things are pretty bad over there.
Yeah, it's pretty dicey in next to these border regions. I was able to point out later on, I just show you guys how much has been pushed in the past couple of weeks. Like, it's a lot more than what you'd expect.
Yep. Also, I was showing the next map because I'm not going to put units smaller than divisions because there's so many of them. Like, if you look here, the next smallest is Brigade, which has the little 1X above it, and they're just everywhere. Everywhere with
Yeah,
a
it's
ton of
not.
supporting units. So I can't keep up with it, guys. They're moving around too much.
For
But
our sanity, we're just going to avoid that at all costs.
yeah, you can kind of see there's the division level here, and then also, where's the other one? Here. So we'll just keep track of those. Those are the important ones anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
The only ones that matter.
So Russia has pretty much taken the city. They're trying to push out of it now. But since July, they've taken 70,000 casualties fighting for the city.
That's
And
estimated, right?
yeah, estimated.
Okay.
And we don't have Ukrainian numbers. So we just don't know.
Probably very high as well.
Yeah.
By the way, this does not mean dead. Casualty just means injury. So, like, getting shot in the leg or shrapnel hitting you from a grenade is a casualty. Because people like to assume casualty means out for the fight, dead. Like, you're dead.
Yeah. And then you can see here, they kind of moved up on the flanks a little bit. There's some little Ukrainian counterattacks that have recaptured territory. But I don't think they're retaking Touretsk. I think that's over.
Yeah, that's done, as you can see.
Mm-hmm.
That's just out of their league.
CVR, they're still fighting over this. So the center has been captured.
Yep. With Ukrainian holdouts still hiding in the center of the city, there are some minor parts of the city outside of Russian control, but it's effectively it's Jover. It is Jover, kids.
No. No.
Well, it's Jover. It's out.
I
It's just
know.
it's out. It's the only thing left is that little districts next to it. That's it.
Yeah, this area. Yep. Yep. It's so over.
Yep.
True.
It's so Jover.
All right. They have advanced quite a bit this last month. I think they've
2
gotten a
weeks.
lot of armor. They've gotten so much armor this past year that everyone thinks they've run out of stuff, and it's like no. They made like 2,000 tanks. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, over the past few weeks, they've captured. I've put together like a bunch of estimates, but it looks to be 350 to 400 kilometers in the southern Donetsk theater has been captured in the past 2 weeks, trying to get to the city of Kostaniyevka and Pavetsk. So they're pushing to surround it.
Hmm. All right, and then
And
here we
it's
have some
just
more maps.
yes, these is so the one on the left is about 2 weeks ago. The one on the right is a week ago, and then the next one on the next page is yesterday.
So what's the green? The green is what? In your
Captured
area?
Russian advances. Yeah, captured
Yep.
Russian advances.
And then here we have
And
next increased in the amount they've captured. And then
yes, as you get, yep,
right here.
yep, as you can see, this one right here is the current one. It's kind of like a progressive thing. I couldn't find like one after the other, so it's kind of a little bit hard for this one. But as you can see, land has just been constant. Like they're nibbling towards it. They're nibbling closer and closer towards it, taking large swaths of territory.
Yeah. All right. The Kherson incursion. Okay. So they've
Yes.
captured some of the center islands. So I don't think it's that big of a deal. They can't really launch from those islands. Like, there's no way to get
No.
consistent supply across. So
You could build a bridge over the Dnieper, but I don't think it would. I don't think building a bridge would be the smartest idea because it would just be an easy target.
yeah.
Oh, hello, amphibious stung.
Oh, it's the Stug Muffin. Hello, hello.
Stug muffin.
Yeah. Welcome to the stream. Oh, Oh, did we cover? No, this didn't happen because we didn't cover it last week. So
Yeah.
Russia drove a truck and captured some territory, and they're like, "We did it! We're the first ones here."
So the Russian regular army, not DRG recon companies, have actually gone in and captured into Dnipropetrovsk Oblast for the
Mhm.
first time. Basically, the center Oblast of Ukraine, thus explaining the war to another Oblast. And as you can see, apparently that's not a Russian truck, that's actually a Ukrainian truck.
Ah, so they captured it and then just drove it over. They're like,
No,
"Yeah."
apparently it was lost on the border.
Oh, okay, all right. I thought they drove
So
it
they just
through.
I know, I was laughing, but apparently the what had happened
Ah,
was had been destroyed and they just ran up to it and were like,
we
"We
did it.
caught it."
Okay.
That's a terrible border. Look at this border. Like, can we just
No.
appreciate how terrible it is to have a border of just three things of barbed wire? Can we just
I
appreciate that?
I thought you were gonna say how terrible it is to have a border with Russia. Also true.
That's unrelated.
Yeah. Oh, and here's the front line. So what are the changes? What's yellow, blue, red?
So these are the frontline changes over the past 2 years on just this specific Donetsk, Luhansk, and
Hmm?
Kharkiv, Zaporizhzhia front. These are just on the main front line itself. Yellow is ones in 2023,
Hmm?
blue is 2024, and red is current this year. As you can
Okay.
see, Donetsk, southern Donetsk, has had massive like it is almost like the entire south has been captured.
Yeah, we still got like another 6 months. So yeah, not
It
not great.
depends. It depends on how well Ukraine can defend it, but there's the urban areas are almost all swallowed up.
Hmm.
So I really think what's going to happen is I think the north to Lyman is going to be captured, Luhansk to Lyman, and I think they're going to push into Kharkiv a lot more. They're going to keep pushing and pushing
Hmm.
and pushing because, as you can see, they expanded significantly their foothold in Kharkiv. I think
Yep.
Kharkiv is going to be the big focus. I don't think they're going to focus, as you can see, on Zapzora.
Yeah, I think you're right. This is their main focus right now. The rest are supporting attacks.
Yes, I mean Donetsk is the prize.
Yep.
Donetsk Oblast is the prize. They already have Donetsk, but Donetsk is the prize. That's the big one. That is one of the most urbanized areas on the planet. And so that's going to be in the most fortified with mines, fields, artillery. It is the hardest border to get through. So if they can capture it, there is nothing behind it.
Yep. 2025 rivers are still the biggest logistical challenge faced militarily. Yeah, I think if we go back to the map with the river here, the only thing is Russia's been preparing for river fighting for like ever, because the BMP-2 is amphibious, so they might be able to kind of mitigate some of the supply issues. But I don't, because it's all super urban around the crossings where the bridges are.
Yeah.
So
See, that's kind of
that's rough.
that's
I don't see them crossing here, especially when their
there's
main focus is over here anyway. Where is it? Where's my
I want to
map?
say
Yeah, their main
I
focus
want
is here.
to
So they're not going to
which
be
line?
fighting the Luhansk. This is their main
Oh,
focus.
okay.
And do we have a big map of Ukraine? We don't. Oh no.
No. We do not we cannot afford a big map.
No. But yeah, down in the south over here, they're not really focusing on that. Gonna be fun recreating the war in Broken Arrow. True. Alright, let's go back
I
to where we were. Oh, the peace talks.
Yes.
Mhm.
May I?
You may.
Russia and Ukrainian peace talks. So, Russia and Ukraine have both agreed to exchange 1,000 prisoner of wars with each other. This was in Istanbul. This was earlier, I think last week. Russia calls the talks productive. Both sides wish to continue talks. Both sides will work out a ceasefire deal. Russian demands include a complete Ukrainian withdrawal from the four Oblast, and Ukraine has created a permanent expanded national negotiation group to contact Russia. So they are talking to each other now to figure out what's the best option forward. And I think what's going to happen is they may either pause upon current lines or agree to withdraw in exchange for Kharkiv and Sumy and Chernihiv, like all the little tiny ones to be returned to Ukraine.
Okay. This is from YouTube. Well, they're already over the majority of the defenses in the Dnipro direction. Yeah, things are not so good right now. They need some help from EU if they're gonna stabilize. I think for the peace deals, I think Russia is just doing their usual thing of buying time for various little goals. I don't think Russia can really be negotiated with, because Russia will take any deal where Ukraine drives back, and they don't get security guarantees from Europe. And what would happen if Ukraine would accept that is they drive back across the Oblats. Russia shows up, digs in, and then 6 months later there's a border skirmish, and then they're back at war again.
Oh, I don't think it'd be like that. I think realistically it'd be like Georgia, where, as you guys know, Georgia is a country that borders Russia, and in 2008 they went to war with each other. It's sort of like it went mediocre for Russia, like the current war is going now, but they still won in the end and captured South Ossetia and Abkhazia and threatened the capital of Georgia. So basically, Georgia's in this thing where after about that was 12, 17 years ago, they're back into the Russian sphere of influence. So that's what JP Morgan put out today. I forgot to send it in. JP Morgan, basically the bank, has said that that's a 50% chance. That's what's most likely going to happen, is that Ukraine just doesn't get any security guarantees. It gets no benefits, and it just becomes Georgia.
Okay. Georgia state borders Russia? Oh, no.
Stalin was from the South. He just wasn't from
the Pentagon.
From that South. Call the Pentagon. No, the Pentagon's been hit. We can't call it.
Uh-oh. Oh, the buffer zone. All right. Can I cover this one?
Yes.
Yay. So Russia announced a buffer zone. They want to have a buffer, and their goal, they're stating for Putin, is to get out of HIMARS range in these oblasts, which is basically the entire border. And that would be a 10-kilometer border buffer. And that's the HIMARS conventional range. They specifically say out of HIMARS range. But the unconventional HIMARS range with the big long rockets is like, what was it, 500 or 400 kilometers? So
300 kilometers.
Yeah. So that would be... They might change the number, but they didn't give a number of how far it was. They just said out of HIMARS and long-range strike range.
Yeah, we estimated it at 1,200 kilometers squared would need to be captured on the border to do like 30 kilometers.
Oh,
so I can't even imagine.
Group N, hang on. Okay. So I think this might be part of the kind of what the buffer they wanted along the river here. This is very ambitious. Russia's basically just saying, give us everything, and then they'll give it to them. And they'll be like, okay, we want more things. This is they're asking for Czechoslovakia. All of Ukraine buffer zones when? Soon. Unless the EU does something.
I don't think the EU basically those whole negotiations with sending troops and sending help went nowhere.
Yep. Oh, cool. Poland's kind of on this map. There was a thing where Poland and Belarus are building up at their border. I think there's a military exercise going on for Russia over in this area, a little north of where the mouse is. and Poland bought like 1,000 tanks from South Korea, and they're like putting them there. They're like, "Don't do it.
Yeah.
We'll beat you up."
Don't. What if it's to keep Ukrainians in? They're like, no, no, you have to fight your war, young man.
Oh no, that would
You
be
have to fight your war,
tragic.
young man. Well, I mean, what's gonna? Here's the thing: if the Ukraine's capital collapses, where do you think all those troops are gonna go?
Uh, Maybe they could hold here. I
I
know
don't
they
know.
could hold here. This is from my Hearts of Iron knowledge. They could hold like right here.
They could, but I feel like it would just be a lot of Ukrainian soldiers just bolt out of there if
Yeah,
this here's the thing, if this buffer zone is created, it's over. It's Jover.
yeah. Hyper war, yippee! I know that would be scary. Right, so
Never
the
ending hyper war.
Ukrainians lost an F-16, which is not good.
Nope. To fighting drones.
Yep.
And
So
F-16 to fighting Shaheeds. This is the
no.
second one, by the way, to do
Oh my
this.
goodness, that's suboptimal. They
I don't
need
know what it
the Shaheeds are so long range though. It'd be
it's
for great
I don't
trial
even
from
know.
TNT and oh at that point. Yeah, I don't know. It's
I
bad.
just don't know.
It's bad. They need the lasers. They're getting the lasers up. Once the lasers up, the Shaheeds will be no more. Before
We
map
actually
gamer
talk about
strats. I think like right here is in Hoi 4. You do a little tank push this way. You can encircle whatever troops are here in Hearts of Iron. Russia's strategy: big arrow red, go this way. Take Odessa.
yes,
Fighting
fighting
drones.
drones downing a jet. This is some ace combat, Ash.
Yeah. Oh, the Baltic Sea. What happened?
Okay, so I will explain this.
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
the Estonian Navy, almost all of it, attempted to capture a Russian-owned oil tanker, part of the Shadow Fleet in the Baltic Sea,
Uh-huh.
with the help of a Polish MiG-29. However,
Ooh.
a single Russian Sukhoi 35 managed to come in and scare off both of them and bring the ship to port. Later on,
Mm.
an Estonian ship was captured afterwards, Estonian oil transportation ship.
Oh, okay.
So
Hmm.
essentially, Estonia, using most of its navy, about 1/3 of its navy and 1/3 of its air force, attempted to capture a Russian ship, and was just a single Su-35, which you can see right here, just scared it the hell off.
Oh, yeah. Estonia has a navy. It's an itty bitty navy. Yeah. I
It's
think
6 boats.
the Shadow Fleet thing is the how Russia's moving some of its oil to India because they don't have a pipeline to India, so they got to move it by boat, and
I
that's
forgot
a lot of funding for how they're getting money.
I forgot to add that in. Iran is building the railroad to India to transport the oil. I
Well,
like 100. They're making 100 bridges right now. It's just going to be a long time to get it in because it's
yeah. Once they get that up, though, Russia will have a much safer route for transport.
oh,
Uh
100%.
oh, Su-35 deliveries.
Yes,
Ooh.
our boys. We got two more. They're Su-35S's, which is a far more advanced version. And it's interesting because as I keep saying, the production just keeps going up, 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 and up, and we're going to start seeing more and more jets being made a year. Even if it's like 30 to 40 jets, maybe 20, 30, that's still that is a significant amount to replace any losses.
Yep. That face when no Su-35 in War Thunder. Oh, that's right. I know there was the F-35. Some politician was like it's a rusted out piece of garbage that was like $1 trillion disaster. And I'm like, bro, what? What is he smoking? It's such a good plane. There's like 1,000 of them. Just because some are
Uh,
broken down doesn't mean it's a bad platform.
I
Like,
think the problem is, do you know the Harrier jet?
yeah.
Like the VTLOL up and down. I think it's
Uh-huh.
because pilots don't know how to do that at all, and they just keep crashing them, and people are like, see, it doesn't work.
No. Why am I being bullied? Stop.
I know. I don't know. It's just so
Uh,
silly. It's just so silly,
yeah.
man.
Ooh, a new missile?
Yes, I talked about this a while
Hmm?
ago, and it was like I got one image and I didn't know it. So the Orion UAV now has a
Hmm.
new small cruise missile called the Bandero. It has a speed of 580 kilometers and a flight range of 500 kilometers, carrying a 150-kilogram warhead that can shatter most armored vehicles. It is for striking armored vehicles, and it is a cheap and easy drone for the Russian military to use.
Ooh, okay.
Yes.
That
And
is
it is
scary.
it is deadly because Orions have been being used constantly around the Sumy Oblast and have just been wiping out Ukrainian equipment.
Oh, geez. Yeah, that would. Yeah, that's not good. That's. So Russia's catching up on the drone tech, it looks like. Ukraine really,
Unlike
really needs those lasers. Those lasers are the
I
only
like
thing
the
that's going to save
Orion.
them.
I like the Orion platform.
Hmm.
So just keep throwing pilots at the problem of not knowing how to fly until something sticks. uh sorry, I was just reading that.
Yeah.
That's funny. I like the Orion UAV. I like it. I think it's an interesting UAV because if you really think about it, I feel like the United States is the only one that really uses male drones, like like predator drones. We go
Yeah.
shoots, and now other
Yeah.
countries are starting to do it.
I don't know. After the performance in Yemen, I would be like, I don't know about using male drones, guys.
Oh, we're about to
Guys,
get
I
into
don't
that
know
too.
about this.
We're going to get into that as well.
Oh, oh, the Shahid's got the upgrade. I thought, yeah, this is from. Oh, they're bigger.
Yes,
Oh,
bigger warheads.
bigger
They've gone to nine.
weapons.
Yes, they've gone to 90 kilograms, basically almost doubling the warhead size. And since they're
That's
faster and stronger, they are they are like 1,000 times worse.
they just need to apply non-stick to the tarmac. True, the plane simply slides right off. That's what America did.
Yes.
Male drones? What? Do they have PPs? Yeah, that's twice as much PP as normal.
So, for you asking what a mail drone is, it is a medium altitude, long endurance UAV. It's just a big drone. That shoots missiles.
It's a backronym. They just wanted to call it that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty.
Well, drone this, drone that. Can't we return to bows and swords and bows? Right. And back
I wish.
you had to look a man in the eye. Oh,
I mean,
anti FPV drones. Yeah, these
yes.
are pretty good. I think Anduril had some big flying PPs.
I
No.
So these are little tiny Landsets designed to destroy FPV drones or drones in the air. They're basically like, if you know the Landset platform, they're basically little drones that go off, shoot in the air, portable, and they blow up next to FPV drones instantly.
Real. Yep. Uh oh,
They're pretty interesting.
the cope cages on the drone. So they had anti-drone drones with little nets on them that would capture the drones and break them, and now the drones have anti-drone nets on them to try and stop that from happening. I think they dropped they one of the things they like to do is drop like the little strings on it, and that would mess it up.
Yes. Um, it is pretty funny. I love these little things because does a cage even work?
A little bit, yeah.
But the thing is,
No,
they're
no, no.
ramming drones that are hitting them. It's drones. If I crash a drone into it, I'm still crashing a drone into it.
Yeah, it depends on how fast it's going. It can't kind of hover into it anymore because the second it catches that net, it's like a bunch of little strings. So it's gonna catch the strings, and it would probably they're I don't know how they're designed, but the other drone, as soon
Yeah,
as it catches, it's gonna go and go down.
maybe. Yeah, this looks like an FPV drone, so I wonder. I'll
Yeah,
have to see how effective it is.
yeah.
You know,
Cages are hit and miss. Ah, yeah, that's true.
I know it
Things in
just depends.
cages, true. Can we have
But you,
anti-drone drones while anti-drones on them? I think that's like 2 or 3 down. They'll get there.
I think we're almost there. I think we're
Yep.
almost there.
Oh, the T14
Ah,
still in development, still hanging out, but they're still
yep,
mostly making T90s. But it's pretty fun. I like this thing.
yeah.
Zoom.
It still it still exists, just in Kazan. And so what this is basically they just had like during the Victory Day parade afterwards they had like a little showing of the tank operating.
Ooh,
I liked it.
yeah.
If you go
Also,
to yeah, if you
the
go ahead.
the
Yeah.
newest man-made horrors being stopped by a string is funny. Have you seen the box? I think there was like an auto aim turret, and they're like still in the testing phase. But they're like, "Hey, can you guys that are like rangers or something find a way to beat this drone that shoots you if you approach it?" And they literally did the solid snake cardboard box, and it just worked. I
Uh,
didn't know what it was. It's just like, okay, it's only looking for people, guys. It sees a box with legs, and so well, that's not a person. Moves on. Year 20 of the T14 being a parade train. Yeah,
is it
they
year
even
20?
painted it. They even painted it. Look.
You know what? I think they're waiting till the war to end to do development for it because I feel as if it's not worth it to lose your more modern tanks now.
Did you just put
You know?
everything in cages? Yeah, the commanders and the engineers love the KGs.
Yes, the
Not
KGs. I
here.
mean,
Welcome to the stream.
I was gonna say if you look right here, actually, on this new T14 model, as you can see, there actually is little cages on it to block drone strikes
Yep.
and
Kind of
new
see it
armor.
here.
No, it's to the bottom right
Oh, right
where my
here. Yeah.
finger's pointing. Yeah.
Yeah. This is kind of that. I don't know how well it would work.
Probably
It's
just
hard to
like the
see.
yeah, this was the only photo I could get, but yeah, it seems the T14 is still in development because they're taking lessons learned from Ukraine and modifying their thing for it.
Oh, there's another KG over here. You can kind of see.
Yes, yes.
Oh, that guy. He's living the dream. Look at him. That's cool.
He's really having so much fun being like, "Ooh, advanced weapons."
Yeah. Ooh. So they're exporting the jets now? And I
Uh,
think my guess would be Iran. Iran's been helping him out a lot more.
you think
So,
Iran's getting the. So, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know, an Su-34 is a strike vehicle like an F-15. It is the Russian F-15. It is really good. It's air. It is a little bit. It has been suffering from air defense things, but that's against Patriot systems, so it's kind of like I can let it slide. But
yeah.
essentially, this is like a very good striking vehicle. This is what's been destroying Ukrainian front lines, like defenses and borders. They drop the FABs, they drop like the conventional bombs, and they are used for AWACS a little.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's I don't that I think it's Algeria. Algeria is getting the Su-57 as well. So I'm thinking it's Algeria. Iran has only been given like the Russian trainer jets. I don't think they're given the big boys yet.
Hmm.
Probably to not annoy Israel,
Oh, that's true.
because You
Rust
can
Red
give them.
Su-34. Very nice. You can give.
I like.
Yeah, I think it's a good plane. Oh,
I like. I'm learning. I might go up with the Russian Air Force, drive SU out fresh off the strip. I like how you're
yeah.
saying that.
Yeah.
AWACSing. You can get a bit of microdosing. Actually, it's funny. What was it? 2 weeks ago, I pointed that out. There was an AWACS on the 34, and it had a little nuclear symbol on it.
Oh, you can get a bit of microdosing radiation. That's the thing is, I guess I disagree with the Russian doctrine, but I don't think it would be a good AOX. AOXs have the gigabig radar, and their main thing is to coordinate and like detect things. So to do that, you need the pilot and then like a whole staff on the plane, like a command team.
There's
Which
two on it.
there's two.
Sorry. There's two people on the plane, so I maybe the second pilot would be in charge of that.
Yeah, but on a full-sized AOX, you could have like at least four guys that would fit in there and do stuff. One's comms,
Yeah.
one's, you know, looking at the radar, the other one's like, all the stuff.
Yeah, I see it.
Algeria's natural Russian ally, they want to get back at France for the last 2 centuries. Algeria is just seething, and France is like, I don't think about you at all. Oh no.
It must be nice and warm in the winter. I
True.
I
Oh,
forgot where it was. I gotta find that, but it's awesome.
Alright, so Pakistan is claiming they've shot down 6 aircraft. Yee, that's a lot. That one of the things I was thinking of was I see a lot of stuff about Pakistan giving out fake numbers and that they're liars and that all this stuff. I'm like, I haven't actually seen the numbers that they're lying about. Like, and I haven't seen them get proven wrong anywhere yet. I mean, I'm doubting it a little bit, but I just would like to see some, you know?
We have like 4 confirmed shots down, so I mean that's.
Yeah.
I can imagine India hiding the other two. I don't. This doesn't seem too unrealistic.
Yeah, they hid the SU 400 blowing, or not the SU, the S-400 anti-air system getting blown up. They're still hiding that, and it's like
Yeah,
it's pretty well known that it's gone now, I think.
that's a big loss for them too, because that is the anti-jet. That's the thing. Those things take out jets like nobody's tomorrow. So,
Mhm.
oof.
Oh yeah, is there more India slides after this?
No, no
Okay.
updates, unfortunately.
So I did see something about the Prime Minister of India saying that they weren't going to give Pakistan a drop of water from their dams. And I think that is it's still 80% of Pakistan's water that they're cutting off. So, yeah, we are definitely going to see some more action out of India, Pakistan. I guarantee it.
I'm going. Nothing ever happens, bros. I'm going. Nothing ever happens.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to run a poll. What do you think, chat? How do I do this? Manager, help! Help!
Please.
Oh!
Not on PC. Oh,
Oh no!
sorry, homeboy. We're just gonna have to do nothing ever happens, bros. Nothing ever happens, bros.
Duration? Just vote once. I'll make it cost 1 point because it's. I just want to see. What do you think? I'm going. It's so over. That's my vote. Alright, what's our next thing? Oh, the flying drone carrier. So this seems actually pretty cool. So I
Yep.
saw a lot about this. Uh, think it's more of a naval focus, but it drops off a ton of FPV drones after approaching the target, so it's like a nice little transport. It's
Yep, a
it's a mama
mothership.
bird plane. Yeah,
Essentially just a mothership drone to launch FPV drones. And it's not a bad concept, but it seems pretty big. So it, I think it's too, maybe a little vulnerable. You may have to make like 6 of these.
yeah. I think this would be really good as a first strike vehicle. This is China, so it'd be first strike vehicle on Taiwan. It just approaches.
Yes.
They could fly this over and over near the border, and then whenever they want to strike, they just drop off like 100 drones on GPS guided targets.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would absolutely devastate their stuff. The only real way to counter it is with lasers or to shoot it down before it deploys the drones, which is a
Yes.
tough option for Taiwan to take.
Taiwan does have nice air defenses, but I feel like just think about it, like launch 100 of these,
Yeah,
launch 10 of them to take out like a small platoon. Like you'll just be wiping them out. Astral Bird, yes, Ace
yeah.
Combat is real.
True. The thing is getting permission to shoot this. It's like it's in international water at the Taiwan border. The war hasn't started yet, and you're just like, no, please don't deploy the drones.
I I could see. Here's the thing: there are motherships currently out in Russia and Ukraine. They carry like 5 to 6 drones.
Hmm.
I wonder how effective 100 would be. That would require
True.
like AI to like be like, here is target, blow up target.
You know what? You might not remember that gigabig facility they were building underground, like the one. The how much billions was it? Like a $1 billion underground facility. They could run the op out of there and just have dudes at computers.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100 dudes out of like 100 computers.
Yep. And here's another picture of it. It is very
Yes,
big. Look at see, there's a little guy here.
I think
So
it was just. I think it's too big. I think it's too big. I think it's. This would have to be like you'd need 10 of these to like effectively do anything.
yeah. And it does can't. It's not just drones. It has these missiles on it too. So like the anti-ship missile, which are in the picture here, anti-air missiles. It can have various loadouts.
Yep,
It's too big. That's
that's
what she said.
damn.
It's too big. It deposits hundreds of little things.
so it is a euphemism.
Yeah. Oh, so North Korea has continued advancing in their technological development with Russia. I mean, I'm saying with Russia because they're getting a lot of new stuff, and it's like, hmm. So they got new air-to-air missiles,
Yes,
which,
and these are 100% Russian made.
yeah, wishing U.S. recommissions the YB-49 and slaps a bunch of yeah, they're almost done with the laser pod. I can't wait for the laser pod. That's gonna be so cool.
Oh, you're so excited for lasers. It's so
I
fun.
want the lasers.
You'll get the
Drones.
lasers.
Look,
Yep.
they have the entire crew here, and
Yeah.
then Ace Pilot in the middle. That's their best pilot.
It's so weird seeing
Mm,
North Korean MiG 29s. It's so weird because like it's a real plane.
yeah. Oh, the North Korean boat. They didn't drop it right. So this is the second version of the destroyer that we covered last time, which is a pretty good destroyer. It has the good anti-air on it. It had a pretty good gun and it shoots missiles. So it's a pretty good destroyer, I think. But they dropped this one on its side. Like they messed up. They're trying to salvage it.
Out.
They threw a bunch of tape on it.
I want to remind you how bad of a mess up this is. This is so bad, the official North Korean government even talked about it.
Oh, yeah.
This was spoken in North Korean TV that this mistake happened and that those who did this will be punished.
It's over. If you work at a dockyard, you're like, no, no, I'm a fisherman. I wasn't on that project.
I was fishing.
You need those jets to carry his immenseness through.
You
And
can say
then,
that.
ooh, a new South Korean tank. So it looks a lot like the HSTVL, just from a quick glance. It shoots missiles. What kind of missiles do we know?
No, nothing yet. Nothing. This is just a MBT concept. Basically, South Korea is trying to shop around. It's probably going to be called the K3, and
Oh,
it's trying to like shop it around and try to get people in there in a Smoothskins tank.
yep, yep. Cap is gone. He dead. No.
Reduced to atoms. I like how you say atoms, not atoms. Atoms.
Hi, Arnold. Hi, Shadow. That's our YouTube friend. And
Hello.
then, ooh, they took down the aircraft. Ooh, so they finally got. This is the first time. Ooh, they got a Heron UAV. So they
Yes.
are starting to be able to fight.
Yeah.
They still don't have
Basic.
units, but it's not. It's, if it happens again, they can contest the airspace. But if I was, I don't think they're gonna be able to keep this up.
No, this is. I
Yeah,
want to say this is like a one and done, but this is an impressive one and done
true. They
because
got smooth.
these
Is
are drones that are dropping bombs in that area. So one down is hey.
yeah. You got smooth armor, son. Yeah, look at it. So it looks like it's doing the low profile thing. Low as it can get. And then, ooh, what's this? Is this the Heron drone?
Yeah, that's what it looks like fully. So that's like the fully model one of it out. It's basically it's like a small. I want to say like close to the size of a Reaper.
Okay.
So it is a significant drone loss. So it's not like a tiny one. It's not like a tiny little FPV drone.
Prego drone. Of course, Gaza's only able to shoot down that one, the pregnant drone. No.
Oh God, why? Why? It doesn't look
What?
prego. It looks like it has like a I don't know, it looks throwable.
It's true.
Oh God, it does look It's so funny. It's like the size of a car too.
Yo.
Meow.
They rebuilt the airport? No. Already?
Yes, I will. Okay, so last week or 2 weeks ago at this point, this is an old slide. I'm sorry about that. Um, the Sana International Airport, which was destroyed by Israel, has been put back into submission. So the airport itself has been fully fixed, and now flights from the UN and from Jordan have been coming in,
Yeah.
meaning that they were able to fix it. And I want to remind you, Israel is usually
Why
very good
bonk?
with its destruction. So to actually get your airport back is crazy. They're very thorough. They are not
So,
they are not to be messed with.
yep, we have the before and afters here. So it's
Yes.
running. They're fine. They can fly in their weapon shipments again.
Yeah. Well, there's no weapon
And
shipments, but
so the USS Truman said, "We outie. Uh, hopefully, we're done. We're done with this little CENTCOM adventure. I want him to be fired." Bro just kept throwing Reapers and F-18s, FA-18s just into the trash bin. Like,
He's
bro.
gonna get fired. Don't worry. Or sorry, he's gonna not have his job anymore.
No.
They're gonna get rid of him. But by the way, there is no replacement. So that's it.
Good.
There's no more replacements.
Yeah, let Europe handle it. I don't I don't want to spend any more money on this. What a waste of time this was.
Well, the England, I forgot to add it in. England is sending its big aircraft carrier there.
Oh, finally. Okay. The sea can have a few F-18s as a treat. No.
Yeah. What was it? Three F-18s lost.
Army man with pointing up. That's Yog. Hi, Yog.
Hello. I
Ah.
am the genie.
Yeah. So total, I think it's over $1 billion. That was that Truman has spent. It's like I'm doomering. I'm doomering over this. Where's the CENTCOM commander? Fire him?
You're like, give me him. Bring me his ass. I want him now.
Yeah. Okay. And I think that is the last one.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you guys for stopping by. I think we might stream a little bit later tonight with Cappy if we end up playing something. Otherwise, our next stream is tomorrow, and we are doing. What are we doing? War Thunder at the same time with Vines and Yari. Thanks for helping out, Yog. Thanks for stopping by and doing Armchair General with us.
No problem. Always here to be a help. To always help on and to be in the background and read all day long.
No, that sounded so depressed. We love Yog.
I know. I'm just making a joke because I love chattering so much.
Yeah, I know. I need to lock in. I think in a couple weeks I'll be able to do a lot more slides just because I'll have more free time. Snooze this ad. Okay, let's see. Let's read Jiggy. And then we'll be back later, but I'll drop you off with Jiggy. And then hopefully we can play something.
Yeah.
Then Jiggy.
Yeah.
Alright, bye bye.